wanna say goodbye, yeah. Want your skin on my skin, just one last time. If I can't have you, babe, I don't want nobody else in my life. So darling, please pull me closer. If this is the last time, it could count now, baby. Yeah, darling, please pull me closer. It's not over until it's over. I know we get it all we got, yeah, we try, side by side, but I get it. Sometimes love's just not enough when you try, side by side, but things don't get better, you get bitter. I wanna say goodbye, yeah. Lay your head on my chest, just one last time. If I can't have you, babe, I don't want nobody else around. So darling, please pull me closer. If this is the last time, it could count now, baby. Yeah, darling, please pull me closer. It's not over until it's over. I know we get it all we got, yeah, we try, side by side, but I get it.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle, and I do the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
So we got a new intro. Hopefully you like it. So I did work extra hard on it. So a lot of work went into it. I think a whole hour or something. Anyway, yeah. So new intro. There we go. Everything's all fancy now. So there we go. All right. Bartman, welcome. We got Raven. What is going on? Appreciate you hanging out. And Drew. We got Batsheva. Batsheva, sorry to hear your news. That's terrible. I got Maruta. We got Paula. Welcome. And let's see. Bartman, Miss Heidi, Renee, and I think we're good. And Michelle C, what is going on? Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? MR, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, let me fix my camera first. We got camera. We need to configure video. And let's see. There we go. We'll up the contrast and up the brightness a little bit. And it looks much better. It is good indeed. Joshi, welcome. What's going on? Appreciate hanging out tonight. All right, we got a first reading. MR, let's see. What you got going on, MR? How you doing? Let's see. D's next action towards me. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to use this one. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. Reiki, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out tonight. There we go. Be random with me. You're also in the intro. Be random with me. What is going on? How you doing? All right. It's Sunday night. It's a final stretch. It is the final stretch of the weekend. And it was a good weekend, but all things must come to an end. Back to work we go. There we go. Tarot Magician, Renee, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, it was fun to make. Dab King, welcome. It's been a minute. Dab King, where you been? It's been a minute. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. All right. Tonight we're using another new deck that we found in the basement. I guess. Well, that sounds dirty. We found somewhere, we found somewhere. I don't know. It was in a bag or something, but I never have used it in quite some time. This is the Shadow Seekers Tarot. This is from Stephanie Lupal, who also has 2 fantastic books on how to make tarot cards with watercolor. You got to check them out. Anyway, MR, thank you for your other donation. All right. D's next action towards me. Got a 5 of Cups. Like D is not ready for a next action. D may not be prepared. They may not be ready. They may not be at that point where they're like, yeah, I want to move past. I want to go forward. I want to maybe get back together. I want to kind of have some focus. 5 of Cups just indicates sort of a level of disappointment, maybe in the connection or anything else. Things happening with that. 5 of Cups is kind of interesting too, because it's right next to the Ace of Wands. Like I'm recovering from something. I've had a change of heart. I had a maybe sort of a surge of emotion. I've had some things that I'd like to focus on, and I'd like to sort of move past that and get a nice connection, get a good thing going. Well tempered Claire, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Empress Vision, what is going on? But yeah, you have that Ace of Wands. Like if you do have an action, I think that they're prepared for it. I think that it's something they're ready for. They've moved into that mode to where they're just ready to go, 100% sort of in that rocking mode. And the Ace of Wands next to the Empress says the action is something that you would appreciate, something that you would like, something that you would enjoy sort of receiving, no pun intended. But yeah, you know, there we go. Very good reading. It's almost like we go from this level of disappointment into this level of comfort, level of happiness, level of sort of moving to something good, something magical. And I think that you are looking for something that could be very nice indeed after we sort of get started with that. We got another question. Might as well do both at the same time. You got another thing going. All right, is D talking to other women, any girl in particular? Well, let's see if they are talking to everybody. If they are talking to everybody they can possibly get their hands on. Let's see what's going on with that, right? See what's happening here. You got a Hanged Man, Tower, and an Ace of Cups. I mean, I do think they are talking to somebody back and forth. It's not like anybody regular, though. It doesn't feel like that there's somebody special that they're reaching out to, that they've connected with, or anything like that. It just feels like this is a person that is just sort of a casual connection, right? Ace of Cups. I am talking to other women. Not any particular person is special. Not any particular person is sort of focused. We sort of see the Tower, right? Once they sort of get started with it, once they have the opportunity, once things are looking decent with somebody, it's almost like that person will pull back a little bit and just say, hey, I'm not that serious. I don't really want to do anything here, just sort of casual, just having fun with this. But yeah, it doesn't feel like this person in particular is making any just hardcore connections with somebody that is going to be super special. The Tower says, so, I mean, I've talked to several people, but it's just something where it's like, yeah, just sort of lost interest. Hanged Man says sort of they're in that mode where they're not really making the connection around that, right? They're not making the connection around that. So, I mean, that's it. That's it. That's the way it goes. All right. I guess that's good. I guess that's good if you're interested in them, right? I guess it's good if we're interested in them. And hey, they're not really making any big connections or all of that other stuff. So there we go. All right. We do have the Dab King is next. The intro's good. Thank you, Dab King. I appreciate you. How to deepen my communication with L. Let's see if L is going to have a good deepened communication, or what kind of connection, what kind of communication we can get going with that. I wouldn't mind sort of getting back that traditional thing that we got going on here, which is the forest creatures. The forest creatures is going to be very cool indeed. I like this deck. This was an expensive deck, but worth every penny. It's kind of funny how we look at $60 decks as like outrageously expensive, right? And then we get Kickstarters, and every Kickstarter seems to be $60. So I guess the prices catch up with us. The prices get on that mode where it's like, yeah, you know, it was expensive last year, but now maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Anyway, Dab King, it's good to have you back. I thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you being here. It has been a minute. It has been a minute for the Dab King. All right, we're going to deepen the connection with, oh, sorry, J. There we go. Is it J or L? Why does it display different on my screen? That is so, oh, it's J. Okay, all right, my eyes are going, I guess. Apparently my eyes are going. Batsheva, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. Jesus, Batsheva. I don't know. That'd be interesting reading. We'll see. We'll see. I guess we could use this. No, we can use. We do have a couple of decks I guess would qualify for that. I don't know. Anyway, all right, deepen a connection. The Magician says a lot of times it's one of those to where I sort of get into that level and I brace myself and I reach out, and this is something magical. This is something nice. This is something that I would like to sort of do, right? So a lot of times you just do a little something special. You do something fun, entertaining. You kind of reach out and see what's going on, and you know what I'm saying? The Magician just says sort of do little things. You know, this is the good thing too. You don't have to do something amazing or spectacular. You don't have to reach out and just change the world. A lot of times it's just something simple, something easy, something casual that you do that really sort of deepens your connection, right? So maybe send like a handwritten letter or something special, you know, or maybe do something that you've never done before, just something, you know, unusual, something you've never done before, something special. And that's just something too, right? I was talking to someone the other day, and it was like, you know, I was like, well, what do you like? And they're like, you know, I like something personal. And I think that's a good idea. It's something that you've listened to this person that's important to them, and now you made a little contribution, or now you made a little touch of emotion onto that person, right? The Magician and the Nine of Cups. I know that person well enough. I know that person that is here, kind of thing, and I understand what they've said. I've listened to them, and I sort of understand what's important emotionally, understand what they like, and things like that, and I could do something a little special to make that happen, right? And the Hierophant as well, to sort of let them know that the connection is important to it. The Hierophant is all about that next level of seriousness, or the next level of power, the next level of authority. And the Hierophant just kind of says something special is in the mode. This is something special to me. The connection's important to me. You let people know that, and I think that's going to be great, right? Ms. Moonlight, I thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate you. And Maya the Bee. We got Reiki Bee, Maya the Bee, and the Bee Snuggler, or whatever it was the other day. We have a lot of bees in the house. Maybe I need a bee thing instead of a teddy thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a bee season. Is it bee season? Should I buy a bee outfit or something? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, the Hierophant, just let them know they're special to you. And you can do that with actions. You can do that with words. You can do that with all sorts of things, right? I think that's pretty cool. The Four of Wands as well. Just make a happy home, happy family with this person. They're comforting to you. They're nice, you know what I'm saying? Just sort of be there for them and make it special. So that's just kind of something there, right? There you go. Deepen a connection. You do a little something special. You listen to what they say. Maybe you, do a little contribution or something, or you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be money. It could be emotional. It could be something, but you deliver those good emotions and you let them know that they're important to you, not only with words, but with action. And I think that deepens anybody's connection and all that other stuff. Anyway, Damn King, thank you so much. I appreciate you. There we go. Yeah, Ultraviolet is still here. I think they just joined. There we go. Ultraviolet, welcome to the stream. What is going on? Hanging out over there. We got career and the future reading going over here. Well-tempered Claire. I'm glad you're well-tempered. If you weren't, you wouldn't be well-tempered, I guess. I don't know. You wouldn't be well-tempered. There you go. I meant still where. Could be. There you go. All right. Renee. Love the bear. Thank you, Renee. We'll show it one more time. You can thank Reiki Bee. See? Look, Renee. We got another bee in the house. Reiki Bee bought me this. It was like, I think $13. And Reiki Bee donated $13 for it. So sweet. Thank you again, Reiki Bear. Hey, maybe Reiki Bear is it. Linda, what's going on? Linda, you are still in the intro. I did not forget about you. You are up front. Where's Linda in the intro? Linda's like the second or third person or something in the intro. Linda, I'm just saying, you are first on my mind. I put you in the intro way early in there, Linda. So there we go. All right. Oh, man. Anyway, well-tempered Claire. Let's see what's going on. Bears and the bees. Well, better than the birds and the bees. We don't want to talk about that in the stream. We do talk about that in the stream like every other stream. So what can I say? Journey, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let me know what your question is. Anyway, career future. Where we're going with all of this. I think you're looking at a lot of options for career. This is something where I think you're in that mode of expansion, right? I think you're in that mode of expansion. I think that's where you're at. Mina, welcome to stream. But yeah, like I have some things available. There are some things there, but it's not something where like I'm completely changing the career or I'm completely modifying everything. But you know, that's one of those deals too, where you have some expansion, you have some availability. There's some things out there that I would like to participate in. And what do I need to chase? Because I think you get in that mode to where you're sort of in the career and all of a sudden you have an opportunity. You have an expansion of what you're doing. Let me give you an example. Way off topic. Since we don't have any donations tonight, we got plenty of time. So I'm doing trading, right? So I do stock trading, and sort of that's where I want to go with a career when I retire, and you know, and I wrap it up and stuff like that. So I'll do stock trading like an hour or two before I do my real work. I'll dedicate that time. So what I found is I was making a couple of bucks or whatever in the stock trading, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden I found out about a trade copier. So it'll get your trade and it'll duplicate your trade to more accounts. So instead of whatever dollar that you did, right? Batsheva, I still got you in the queue. Instead of that one trade, now I have a replicator. So now I have 10 trades. So instead of $1, I made $10. So that's sort of the expansion I'm talking about. With your career, you find something like that. You find something that is going to really pick it up and take it to the next level, and you want to get that. I think that's where you're at. And this is something about dedicating to that, looking for that, scanning for that. And when it doesn't exist, we make it, we create it, right? That's going to be very important. Taku, and who else joined? We got Empress Vision. Thank you for hanging out. But yeah, you know, you're looking at sort of just rushing through here, which is not what you want to do. You want to dedicate, you want to strategize, and you want to move to that next level. And I really think that is where your career is. You can stagnate, you can sit on it and not do a whole lot of anything, but I don't think that's where you're at. I think you are looking for maybe your own trade copy or looking for your own expansion, your own next level. And I think that's where you want to go. You want to be in charge of that. You want to rock that. You want to be moving towards that direction. You don't want to mess around. You just don't want to mess around at this point. So there we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's see who is next. Well, I think Batsheva is next. All right, Batsheva, you are next. Do I have any other deaths I need to brace myself for? Oh my. We don't do death readings, but let me do a general future. We're going to rename it. We're going to rename it to a general future. There we go. Batsheva, I'm going to rename it a little bit. I'm sorry. we're going to stay on the same topic, but we're going to generalize it, pull it back a little bit so it's not like really a grim reading or anything like that. All right, so we're going to go. We're still going to give you just the raw and material there, but we're going to go with the Poe because the Poe knows. The Poe understands the nuances. The Poe understands all of that stuff. Do you know if toothpaste can expire? I have no way to brush my teeth. I don't know. Can't you use, well, I don't know. I don't know. We wandered into land unknown. I'm not sure how do you brush your teeth without toothpaste. Neve, what's going on? Neve, I kept you in the intro as well. Neve, you're still there. Don't worry. Neve, we got a new intro. If you didn't see it, you are still there. All right. Anyway, let's get a little bit of a general future and see what kind of things you have waiting in the sidelines. What kind of things are going to be going on with all of that other stuff? All right. Let's see where this takes us, what kind of adventures we're going through. We got a little knight. We got a 10. Oh my, that's not good. MR, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate it. Silent Victory, one of my favorite users. Silent Victory, you remind me of a war game. I'm big on war games. I just don't have time to do them anymore. I think my problem with war games is it takes forever, and I have a cat. So if you have a war game, you have to lay it out, and you have to let it sit, because it's going to take you 2 weeks to go through it. But if you have a cat, and the cat gets in there, your war game's screwed, you know? So that's one of those things. It's good, it's bad, it's indifferent. Anyway, all right. General future. We have a 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family. Does say, that's interesting. We have strength in the star. I don't really see anything. I mean, I'll give it to you the way it is. This is a grim deck. So I give it to you the way it is, but I just don't see anything that's just outstanding here. You do have kind of a sort of a burying something here almost, but it's not really burying anything. It's more like just harvesting plants. So if we were burying anything, I'd be honest with you. We're not burying anything. If we had the death card, if we had, by the way, one of the astrology books I had basically has a Knight of Wands being an actual death card, but you know, entertainment purposes only. But anyway, but yeah, the 10 of Cups just says, hey, this is a happy home, happy family. We're able to do that. We're able to harvest the good things from the ground. We're able to harvest good things from the ground, but because we've already planted, I guess we've already moved past sort of the present situation that we're having, and we're ready to sort of harvest good things and bring good things out of the ground instead of putting things into the ground. Just feels like that. The star as well says things are on a new guided path. And you are looking nice, right? You're looking very good. You're looking sort of in that mode of reflection. And maybe this is something good for us. Maybe we need to be very concerned about health. Maybe we need to be making sure we get the doctor checkups, making sure we watch our diet, exercise, what we put in our body and whatnot. I think that's one of those things too, right? You just have that star. I think this is a mode of self-reflection of where, am I doing everything I can for my longevity? Am I doing everything I can to make sure that I'm healthy, that I'm still getting out there, I'm getting a little bit of exercise here and there, that I'm eating right, that I'm doing everything that I need to do for my own health, my own longevity as well. So it is a matter of self-reflection from things that happen around us. But overall, the Ten of Cups says the people that have left. We are now able to harvest and recover and remember the people that are there, right? Remember the people that are there, that have passed. And sort of, this is also something too, where you do now have a rude reminder of showing your affection, showing your love for people that are important to you. You want to make sure to tell people that you love them. You want to make sure and tell people how important they are to you if they are special to you. You want to remind them a lot, right? You want to remind them. You want them to be there. You want them to have that. Because you also see a lot of statistics, a lot of studies that do say people that have responsibility, people that have care, people that love them seem to stay around longer than others as well. The Knight of Swords does say, yeah, we had an exit, we had a rapid movement. I don't think I see anything else in the future, but this does remind us that to show people that we love, that we do actually love them, sort of dedicate time to ourselves and take care of ourselves in the meantime. So there we go. That is, I just don't see anything bad in there. And this is a pretty grim deck, so that is the most grim deck I have, because I am going to give away the Cthulhu deck. Man, the Cthulhu deck was like fun for like a joke or something, but it's like, I don't know. It's not very funny anymore. I don't know. I mean, it was cute for the time, but it wasn't like one of those things that I was just like extremely excited about. Paula, does you want to have the Aquarian tarot? I did have it a long time ago, Paula. I gave that one away too. But yeah, it's one of those, it's one of those where, I don't know, I've had a ton of decks and I've gotten rid of a ton of decks. The only deck that I've sold and I rebought was the Wildwood Tarot. I like that one enough to purchase it a second time. The Wildwood Tarot called my name and I had to get it, Anyway, let's see what you need to know about your next boyfriend. Other than they're going to be awesome, of course, because you're awesome. You need to find the level of awesomeness that you are in another person, right? I mean, can we all agree on that? I think that's something applicable here. The level of awesome that you are, you need to seek and search and find that in somebody else. That's what, at least that's my opinion, right? Because if you're completely awesome and all of you are, then we need to reach out and find somebody as well. Anyway, what should I know about the next boyfriend? Let's see what's going on. What's happening with the boyfriend options over there? And hopefully we get something decent. Hopefully we don't get a Tower, Death, and a Ten of Swords or something like that. We'll see. Oh, no, we got the King. So we got the King of Wands over here. Now, this is somebody who just seems never satisfied. I mean, you think you're really looking at a Leo or an Aries, bottom line. Just a Leo or an Aries here. It's just somebody who's never satisfied, somebody who does have a very strong drive to get out there, to make things happen, to get excited, to get moving, to get enthusiastic about something. That is right. That is sort of one of those things that you're at. The King of Wands. I'm never happy with my current situation. I'm thrusting into the next situation. It's one of those. But yeah, I think it's an Aries. I think it's definitely a fire sign or something like that. But, you're sort of looking at that King of Wands over here being a level of authority, too. Person knows what they're doing, knows where they're going, as well as has a lot of adventurous spirit. They're going forth and they're making things happen. So the Ace of Wands, too, is just what I'm talking about, never happy. They always need a new adventure. Like the current adventure is not sufficient. They need a new one. They need a next level. They need something that is going to be able to sort of cleanse their palate for the next thing. It's like when you taste wines or whatever, you need a palate cleanser in between or something. But yeah, that Ace of Wands just says, yeah, I'm going in the next adventure. What is the next adventure? This is kind of a problem, though, with some people, is you're always searching for the next shiny object, so you really don't appreciate what you have. So that's going to be something where they do have a little bit of lack of appreciation for who you are or what you're doing, and you'd have to kind of pull them back and rein them in occasionally, because it's something where they're just too active, too going in, too much action going with that. Seven of Cups as well says they have difficulty making their mind up on things too, but that's going to be fine. That's not going to be a big deal. So yeah, just sort of go forth and make it happen and enjoy their company, because this is somebody who's going to have a lot of adventures. And the good thing is they're going to be able to teach you and take you on those adventures. And I think that's going to be exciting overall for you. So there we go. There we go. Looking good for that. A little bit of a fire sign. I don't know if you're ready for a fire sign or not. That's going to be a little bit of those where you're like, oh my, what did I get myself into maybe? I don't know. It depends. It depends. Journey is next. And see what's going on. Journey had a question. How will the convo go with L about D? Deal with GC tomorrow. So I had the wrong person last night. So re-asking the question. Yeah, remember that question. A lot of initials. Taku, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Let's go with a teddy bear tarot for this one. A little bit of a teddy bear tarot, and we're going with the teddy bear animation. Uno mas one more time, because can you see the teddy bear animation too much? No, you can't. No, you cannot. That's one of those where you have to appreciate every moment of the teddy bear animation. Every moment of the teddy bear animation. So yeah, brush your teeth with dish soap. Just kidding. Well, I guess. Wash your mouth out with soap. Apparently Teddy Bear has heard that not once, but many times, apparently. And for good reason. I mean, Anyway, all right. Now we got the correct initials. How will the convo with L go with D? With D.
Everybody loves the D.
About the deal with GC tomorrow. We got all the initials correct this time. How will this connection go? What's going on with that? Now, the conversation is going to be a lot of work. They're going to have disagreements. You're going to have a little bit of, sort of stuff that's sort of frustrating. You're going to have some things that are sort of in that level of, oh man, I'm really having to work very hard on this. I'm really having to do some stuff happening with all of this. So it feels like it's just a lot of work, maybe too much work. Maybe the conversation goes in weird directions or unusual directions. It feels like that, a little bit out there, a little bit too much going on here. It also feels like you can't satisfy what all of the deal needs. So maybe they have that level of demand, or they have that level of, I need this, I need that. And they have like this structured list of things that are required here. And then all of a sudden, it feels like that I can't satisfy all of these things. I'm sort of restricted. Maybe I don't have the finances, the money. Maybe I don't have the opportunity. Maybe I don't have the staff or whatever is going to be over here to make this happen. So that's going to be kind of challenging, right? Can you do the Cthulhu deck? No, the Cthulhu deck is boxed in another room. Anyway, but you have that 9 over here too. It feels like that the whole thing just doesn't work. It feels like there's a lot of frustration at the end of the deal. So the convo is a lot of work, a little bit of frustration, and it feels like we don't have everything we need to get everything going in the direct level that we sort of have been pointed to, right? I think that's going to be something. I think that is going to be very poignant indeed when you're sort of dealing with that. Sufia, thank you for your donation. I really appreciate that. Yeah, the Cthulhu deck is like on the other end of the house, so it's not it. Now, the Cthulhu deck is on the other end of the house, so yeah. Anyway, all right, who is next? We do have MR is next. A little bit of a career on what do the execs I support think about my performance. Do they like my performance, or do they not like my performance? We're gonna see what is going on with all of that. All right. What do the exec support think about my performance? Ace of Pentacles. Wow, they really like you. This is nice. This is nice. I think some good conversations are going on in the background about this particular thing, right? Now, let's look. Ace of Pentacles, you always are the person to rely on when it comes to getting stuff done. And that is so important, right? When you're looking at the execs, when you're looking at expectations of people in senior management, that Ace of Pentacles says, I'm the person to rely on. I'm the person that gets it done. And this is what's going to be important to me. And I think everybody loves that individual. Not only that, but you got the Hermit. Your level of independence is perfect because a lot of people do need just a lot of help doing their job and what have you. And you're not one of those. You don't need that. You don't sort of need that sort of situation. You're able to pick it up. You're able to run with it. You're able to sort of get things done. The Hermit says they really enjoy that. Not only that, but you're able to shine the light on the situation. So you're able to see what is lacking, you're able to see what is there, what needs to be done there, as well as the sun. You bring a brighter tomorrow to the environment. People love you. People are inspired by you. You have that positive outlook, and I think that they're excited to sort of see you around. So overall, man, I mean, MR, I don't know where you're at, but they really like you over there. They enjoy your presence, that is for sure. Looking fantastic over there. We got Silent Victory over there, like a silent victory. That is the best name ever, is what I'm saying. Silent Victory is the best name ever because it reminds me, isn't that the submarine board game that got discontinued and then got reprinted? Silent Victory. I don't know if you're into board games or not. Where'd you go? I think you wanted a general, right? Let me look real quick and make sure that I'm not butchering Silent Victory's question. And Silent Victory wanted a general reading, and my thing didn't pick it up. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but yeah, it didn't pick it up. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, all right, let's go. Let's look at it real quick. Let me look it up. Hang on just a second. Silent Victory. Wasn't that the submarine game? I swear that was the submarine game, man. Let me see. Silent Victory board game. There it is, board game. Silent Victory board. It is. Silent Victory was the submarine. Yeah, that is exactly what I need, right? That is exactly what I need. All right. So yeah, I never had the Silent Victory board game. I had a spin-off of the same thing. I think it was the same author that did that. But anyway, Nisha, what is going on? Appreciate you being around tonight. What is happening? All right. But anyway, let's get Silent Victory. A little bit of a general going over there. We'll use my deck and see where that takes us. See what adventures we have in there. Iman, welcome. I appreciate you hanging out tonight. Welcome, everybody. It is Friday. If you have not seen the new introduction, zoom to the front of the stream. I have a brand new introduction that I made, and I got a lot of new people on there, so pretty exciting. I worked today. I actually did stuff today. I know it's unusual for me to do something on the weekend because I'm lazy, but I did. I got up and I made it happen. See, I promised you, and I was like, I promised them I would make it, and I did. Anyway, all right, Silent Victory, let's see what a general we got going on. We got a little bit of a Knight of Cups over there. You know, it looks like romance could be one of the forefront things in here. Now, because the Devil's here, it could be a little bit of a temporary romance or a quick romance, not something that's going to be kind of in that mode of permanence or anything like that, right? Jaseline, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out. But the Knight of Cups just points to a little bit of romance along with the Devil. Normally, the Knight of Cups doesn't always mean romance, but you do have that kind of that devil action in there. Like we need a little bit of action. We need a little bit of a fun time, something happening over there. And I think that's kind of where we're running into here, because we do have this powerful Nine of Swords here. Maybe it has been a little bit of a dry spell. Maybe there's a lot of things that we need to happen in the love life. And I think that's sort of, I think that's it. Ultraviolet. Sure, you can get a general with a different deck. So there we go. But yeah, that Knight of Cups, just as in general, you are looking at a little bit of a romance situation. You are looking at a little bit of a good time and things like that. Nine of Swords, don't be too concerned about it. It could be something where I wanted something more long-term, or maybe I wanted something more expansive, but this is sort of a little bit of a contracting type of thing once you have the Devil in there. The Devil isn't always bad news. It could be a little bit of a game, head game, a thing like that coming in the love life, coming in the romance life, but it may be something to look forward to sometimes because of a little bit of action or adventure in there. I mean, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Depends on the nature of the relationship and who expects what and what kind of deal is worked out in the middle there. But, it just looks like a little bit of a wild adventure coming up as far as that is. We got Taku has got the double donation tonight. Taku, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what the first first donation is because my thing butchered it. How will the date with M go? M, interesting. How the date with M go? And we also have a follow-up, meeting J for a date as well. Taku is getting all of the dates over there. All right. M and J. All right, let's see where both of these are going to take us, what kind of adventures we have waiting on this. All right. Let's see. We'll actually end up meeting J for a date. Let's start out with the M one, and then we'll go to J. All right, we'll start out. We'll go alphabetical order here with the dates. That's what it is. Jaseline, I have no idea how to pronounce it. Hopefully, I'm not completely butchering it, but thank you for hanging out with us, and your donation is appreciated too. Nate's tarot is back. What's happening? All right, let's get a little modern love tarot over here and do that. Now, I do have a big announcement. Tonight. The announcement, not only did I change the intro, but we are getting the Tarot Tower. We're getting LEDs for the Tarot Tower. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to post a YouTube update, and I'm going to ask all of you for your favorite color. So when I go and I grab a deck for your reading, in the back of the Tarot Tower, we're going to have LEDs. So the whole Tarot Tower is going to light up in your favorite color when I go over here. All right. So let's say Tarot Magician's favorite color is orange or red or whatever. So when the Tarot Tower comes up, it will change it because it knows Tarot Magician's favorite color is red, and it will change it to the color that your favorite color is. So I go over here and reach for a deck, and then it'll be the color that you want over here. Anyway, so there we go. So I'm going to have to get everybody's favorite color. So if you want to put your favorite color in chat, I will go through and I will inventory all of that after the stream. Anyway, Beverly, I thank you for your massive donation. I greatly appreciate you. Look at you. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. There we go. That's so cool. Yeah, you know, I got to do something. I got to do something special. It's one of those where I don't want to stagnate the stream. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, oh, Crafty Lady, you're in the intro, Crafty Lady. Zoom all the way to the beginning. And Crafty Lady, I think you're like the second or third person in the intro. So there you go. You are now in the intro. I have no idea what you, well, no. But okay, there's a reason that you're an elf. Anyway, all right. So yeah, there's a limited amount of characters I can choose from. So, I mean, that's it. A limited amount of characters I can choose from. So there we go. Beverly, thank you again. I appreciate you. Beverly wants to be backstabbed. I'm not a rogue in World of Warcraft. I don't know. Anyway, all right. So turquoise. There we go. Turquoise. All right. Now they're going to arrive Wednesday. So let's see. So I guess I'll set it up by next weekend, I guess. Happy Virgo. I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. What's going on tonight? I love a happy Virgo. We need more happy Virgos. Tarot Magician, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. And Sufia's got her color. So I will go back and I will do all of that. And anyway, all right. Why did June betray? Oh my. Let's see why June betrayed you and find out what's going on with the backstab. And we got the turquoise. So turquoise backstab, maybe. I don't know. All right. Anyway, my old deity character was an elf. I don't know. Well, there you go. See? There you go. That's what you need. All right. Anyway, we're way off topic. We're way off track tonight. But that's the way the stream goes. This is one of the streams where you kind of expect it to go off the rails at some point, and right now is that point. All right. Let's see, M and J. So the first question is how will the date with M go? I think that's it. Let me scroll up. Make sure, you know, I don't want to waste everybody's time. How will the date with M go? We got YOK on PayPal. Thank you so much, YOK. I appreciate it. Welcome back. All right, how will the date go? It goes fantastic. And then it craters. This is one of those to where it looks so promising, but then it craters down pretty quick. You got that chariot, Taku. You're ready. You're ready. You're excited. You're like, this date is going to be the most magical date ever. This date is going to be one of the most exciting things of my entire life. You're looking at the chariot. You're like, I'm ready to go. I'm going. I'm taking the dogs. Everybody's happy. Everybody's content. Everybody wants to know where we're going to end up. And the Ten of Cups said, there's so much promise. This looks amazing. And then they either ghost you, they don't call you back, or something's going on with all of that. You know, I'm just entertainment purposes only. But why do you have the Hermit over here? It feels like that this is a level of frustration. The frustration here, you know? And it is kind of one of those to where you really don't want to do all of that. But that's it. That's it. But yeah, you know, you got a little Hermit there, and it feels like a lot of things aren't going on. A lot of things aren't happening the way that we need to. And, you know, it's just one of them. It is just one of them. So the date goes well. Everything looks promising, and then it craters a little bit. So I think that's it. I think that's what is going on. Aquarian Vision, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Now let's look at the next one. This is Jay. This is Jay, and we want to know, how will the date with M go, as well as, will I actually end up meeting Jay for a date? So is Jay going to be good for a date, or are they going to waste my time? Nobody likes wasting time on dates, right? Baha, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. Let's see about the Jay thing there. Man, Eight of Cups. This is something to where it does have some potential once you get going, right? Gita, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. You have a lot of potential here. A lot of potential here. It feels like the Hierophant. It feels like this cloud of seriousness, this cloud of things over. And it's like, ooh, there's something really happening, something really going on. And I wouldn't mind seeing where this is going to take me. What kind of things we have, right? Happy Virgo. Thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, the Hierophant, there's a cloud of seriousness over here. Unfortunately, it just feels like that you're the one sort of doing a little bit too much of the chasing. So my advice with this would be, I do think you'll end up on a date, but my advice is to sort of back off a lot. Let them chase, right? Let them chase. I think that's going to be good overall, because it feels like the Eight of Cups, the more we chase them, the more they kind of retreat a little bit. So just be careful about that. Be a little bit of cautious, and I think that's going to be it, right? I think that's going to be the focus with that. Anyway, thank you for your double donation tonight. I greatly appreciate you. And we got the next reading. Now we're cooking with gas and D. We got tons and tons and tons of readings tonight. What went wrong? What went wrong? All right. Between me and my boss, will I continue this job, or will I be forced to find a new job? Let's look at this, might hurt, tarot, because sometimes bosses are not very good. Sometimes bosses are a little bit of a butt, and that happens sometimes. You know, you think the boss is on your side. You think the boss has your back, but reality is you just have a little bit of a challenge, too many challenges over there, and we have to figure out, you know, what's happening with all of that. Anyway, vivid pink, I guess. Vivid pink indeed. All right. What you know, that sounds dirty, but you know, that's the way it goes. Samantha, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. What went wrong between me and my boss? Will I continue this job, or will I have to find another one in there? Four of Swords, man. It just feels like they expected you to do something that they never told you. I think that happens with some bosses too. They have expectations, but they get busy. They don't communicate it well. And some people are just not on that level to where they can communicate things effectively. They get in those situations to where they just do, you know, they just do this and do that. And all of a sudden they sort of neglect the actual work of talking to employees and getting them to do stuff. Feels like the Four of Swords. You took too long to do something they expected you to do, but they didn't communicate it well. They didn't communicate it well, and that is their fault. Five of Wands says they did have this level of conflict within there too. Like, should I tell them? Should I not? Again, it's almost like they had some expectations. They didn't communicate it well. This person doesn't have just a grand scheme of communicating things the way that they need to, and I think it caught up with them. Here's what I think. I think a lot of bosses have a lot of work, and they do that work, and at the end of the day, they should have paid more attention to their employees than the work they had to do, right? Because a lot of times bosses have stuff they have to do in addition to employee handling, and if you don't connect with the employees, stuff like this happens. The Chariot just says, yeah, I do think that you do have an opportunity for another job. I think you will be getting a new job. I think it'll be a good job. It'll pay quite well. The Chariot says maybe it is time, right? It is time at some point to move on And again, entertainment purposes only, and never assume you're going to get a new job based on a random dude on YouTube reading cards. But yeah, the Chariot into the Fool just has a lot of movement potential, a lot of new job potential in there. So maybe you'll be in a new job, maybe be sitting there and typing away and getting some action at the new employment, the new thing going on there. But obviously just an entertaining reading. Anyway, let's see what's going on over here with Jaseline. Jaseline wants to know a little bit of a general reading. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? We're going to use the Druidcraft Tarot. The Druidcraft Tarot. You know, there you go. There you go. You really don't care for genders being assigned to colors. What? Everybody has their own unique color. Crafty lady. It's personalized. It's a color for an individual, not a gender. Crafty lady. Anyway, but yeah, it is equal colors for all. I'm an equal LED person. It's equal LEDs for all. That's why I asked for everybody's favorite colors. Anyway, Anne, a Natural Yogi, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. What is going on? But yeah, a little bit of general reading, please. Where are we going to take this? What is going on over here? It's time to look to the future. The future, Jaseline, is holding all of your magic, is holding all of your excitement. It is holding that level of where you want to be, what you want to do, where you want to go. And you haven't really been looking at the future. You've been looking a little bit too much in the past, a little bit too much maybe in the past. I love this. I would have liked this. This was cool. It's time to look forward into the future. Crystals and paint, welcome. What's going on? But yeah, you know, sort of have that level of it is taking your responsibility, is stepping up to the plate at this point. And you're ready to go. You're ready to move. You're ready to make the action there. And I think that's it, right? I think that is it. So there we go, sort of leaning in this direction. Take your responsibility, step out, take the risk, make things happen, make things go, right? You love red and black together. You know, there's only one button for the color. There's not, I can't press 19 buttons for this particular one. So there it is. Anyway, all right. But yeah, it's time to work. Jaseline, it's time to sort of heads down, do the work, make things happen, and get it done. At that point, it's just time. That's time. Do you want a general rating? That's a general rating, right? Ms. Moonlight Musing, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. We got tons of donations. We are up to 36 donations. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. So yeah, we're busy. We're busy. Let's look at the queue real quick. We got all of the queue over here. We got a massive queue where we have like 5 readings before Tarot Magician. So we're way up here. And then we got the Tarot Magician. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. We got Bev coming up next. If you see yourself in the queue, there's a reason, because you're in the queue. You're in the queue. Why? Okay, we're going to merge you in right behind a Baha Carolina. All right, Bev wants to know why I got backstabbed like a rogue in World of Warcraft. That is not any good. That is not any good. Oh man, June. It's not even June yet. June is not even here. We could use This Might Hurt Tarot, but I'm really thinking that we want to go. We want to go through there. Carine, I thank you for your donation over PayPal. Appreciate you. Carine, you're in the intro, by the way. Carine, rewind all the way to the beginning. And you are in the intro. You are in the intro. A drop-down disco ball with a strobe light. Teddy bear, don't tempt me. There's nothing impossible. I don't know what you're thinking. There's nothing impossible on this stream. I may get. Tarot Magician, thank you so much. I appreciate that. No reading indeed. I appreciate you being around here. I appreciate all of the cool stuff. Tarot Magician's selling a lot of cool stuff. And I think I bought all of it because, I mean, Tarot Magician's my buddy. So yeah, we got all of the cool stuff. And of course, Teddy Bear is in love with all of the cool stuff over there. So we had to get a couple of things, you know. It's Valentine's Day, people. It's Valentine's Day, people. You gotta, Gita, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see where we're going. Yeah. Carine, I think the character was walking, but I didn't move your character. So you're walking in place. Maybe you're doing a moon, what is it? The moonwalk? Maybe you're doing the moonwalk. I don't know. Anyway, I forgot to move your character. So it's walking in place. Anyway. All right. Let's see what's going on. Mutual friend is working on a tarot deck. Andrew, connect me with this person. That would be great. Anyway, why did June betray me, backstab me like a rogue in World of Warcraft? kept hidden while I was drinking because I was a mage. You're looking really at this 3 over here. This is something that was planned. This is something that was planned. This is something they've been thinking about that was planned. This is something that they had thought about. This is something that they definitely got on that mode of, you know, maybe I'm mad, maybe I'm angry, maybe I need to express myself in an inappropriate way. And you sort of have that level of planning over here of the 7 and the 3. Just that, excuse me, just that combination. Just that combination just means something that was premeditated, right? It's not like sudden. It's like premeditated. They thought about it and they're pretty mad at something. You do have a king too. It feels like that they had a little bit of a grief. They had a little bit of just an anger from something that happened in the past. You know what I mean? I think it's sort of something anger that happened in the past and they sort of wanted to get back and they were very frustrated. They were very upset with how things are going and all of that other stuff. So that's one of those as well, right? And you do have a 9. It's sort of interesting that you have a king and a 9 together. Like, you're not the only one they backstab. This is something where this is a habit that they have formed. This is something that they do on a regular basis, and I think it's very frustrating for everybody involved, of course. But the 3 just says that, again, this is something where I think they're done. I think they've expressed the frustration. I think they've done the damage that they're going to do. I don't really think that they are going to do anything else. It looks like that this sort of a last move of the chess piece, and then they're kind of done with that. But again, they are frustrated at something. This was premeditated. This is something that they were frustrated and they're just angered at something that happened in the past. So that's basically what we have here. And hopefully that helped. It's no good being backstabbed indeed. I mean, you know, that's happened pretty recently to me. So that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Anyway, B Taurus, true feelings for me. Where are we going? Happy Virgo. I do love a happy Virgo. I'm happy. You're happy. Happy Virgo. We are 2 happy Virgos. We are 2 happy Virgos. Making it happen over there. Making it happen over there. So yeah, you purchased 3 questions. Don't see the 3rd question. We'll see. Contact me this week. Samantha, we got your 3rd question. I don't care if it appeared or not. You're good. You're good. You're good. Look at me ready to make big things happen. See, that's what you need. You are all about making the big opportunities, making the big things happen over there in life. Anyway, let's see. B Taurus, true feelings for me. Where are they at? What are they doing with all of that? Oh, we have a nice moon in a nice moon in here. There's a very big emotional connection between this Taurus and this Virgo. Couple of Earths getting together, smashing it like a couple of, okay, no, never mind. Sorry, I went a little too far. Okay, we got a couple of Earths in there, and they are building that stability together. They are building everything, but there's also a level of emotion, a level of beautiful emotional connection in there, and that's kind of what you need. You need that earthly stability along with some emotion. We push it through, make it happen. Everything is going to be fantastic with this, right? A level of defensiveness just because you have the double Earth kind of a feel too, where it's like, well, is this something I want to do, participate in? Maybe it's not something I want to do. Maybe it's not something I want to do, but I think it's something you should do. I think you do have a level of success. I think there's a lot of people rooting for this. Maybe there's some persons, maybe there's some people in our life that are rooting for this, that are excited to make this happen. But the king says the more fire we can put into this relationship, because it's Earth, the better off we're going to be. The more excitement we can introduce here, the better off it is just going to be fantastic overall. So I think the true feelings are there. I think the emotions are sort of sparking with that. But again, you do have a level of fire that's happening there too, right? Backbone, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's get a little bit of a cat deck over here. A cat deck over here. Let's see what's going on. Aquarian Vision is next. What was my dream trying to tell me last night? Let's ask the cats. Maybe we'll get a meow here and there and see where this is going to take us in the adventure called life. All right, what was my dream trying to tell me last night? A little bit of Aquarian Vision. We got another donation over PayPal. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We got LC. LC, I appreciate your donations. We're hopping over PayPal here in a minute. After Baha, we're going to go. We're going to get YLK. We're going to get Carine. LC, you're going to be after the Ann. And that is going to be where we at as far as this goes. All right. The dream The dream is telling you that a lot of things in your life are coming to an end. A lot of things are wrapping up. And that's a beautiful thing, because a lot of things I do think you have in your life are dragging out a little too long. The way it is, right? Dragging out a little too long. It's like, well, that's not something I wanted to do, not something I wanted to engage in. Overall, just let those things go. Be able to do that. Be able to get that 10 of swords and let the flowers grow on the old things that are out there, because the new things are going to be what you want to embrace. The new things are going to be fantastic as far as this goes. I think that's going to be sort of a poignant thing as far as we're going, right? But yeah, you're sort of looking here also, but you have a Queen of Swords. A Queen of Swords, it is really time to express yourself, maybe in a direct way or something like that, but you sort of need that action. That Queen of Swords just says go forth and make it happen. Be able to express yourself. Be able to do the connection that could be difficult sometimes, because hard, difficult conversations still need to happen no matter how you feel about that. The world just says the dream is pointing you to the new environment, the new actions, the new excitement that you have going on since things are wrapping up. Because at the end of everything is a new beginning to something good, something that you have been waiting for, something that you have wanted for a while. And I think that is on the horizon for you. All right. The next one is Baha is next, and then we're off to Carine and YLK, a financial situation for the next 6 months. Let's get you some fat cash. I mean, is that anything that we need? Of course, we need all of the fat cash. We need all of the fat cash now. And I think that's where we're at, right? There you go. Let's see where it's going. Let's see what's happening here. All right, let's see where we're at. Certain oils to assist in birth can be amazing. There we go. Yeah. Renee does have a fertility oil. We want to keep that far, far away from teddy bear. The fertility oil, we need to keep that far, far away from teddy bear. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So the healing oil looks like a much better option. the healing oil looks like a much better option because, anyway, we'll see what's happening here. Financial situation for the next 6 months. Next 6 months, we're looking basically into sort of August, right? I really think August is the time where things are wrapping up. I think the next 6 months is going to be pretty good for you financially, especially once you get into month 2. So you're looking at just this level of April, that April timeline. We're there. We're making it happen. We're getting some good stuff going. That 7 says it's time to get out and get the new adventures. What have you been sitting on, right? What have you been sitting on idea-wise that you can surpass, that you can go, that you can make it happen? I think that's going to be very, very good here, because you do have some ideas out there. It could point you to a little bit of an entrepreneurial spirit, and I think that's where you want to be, right? And that night as well said it is time to take the actions on the ideas that you've had, because a lot of times you get this weird idea and it's just saying, you get this weird idea, you chase it, all of a sudden, boom, there it is. All of a sudden you have all of these amazing things. I think that's what you want. The moon says following your intuition is going to be good too. Here's the breakdown. April through June, absolutely fantastic with that. June through August, it feels like things are wrapping up a little bit. We want to hone down. We want to lock down what we have on the stocks. We want to lock down the investments, and we don't want to be risky. Okay, December this year is going to be absolutely terrible for stocks, unless you're me and you do day trading. If you do like long-term stocks, December is going to be horrid. Lock your stuff down for December. Just saying, entertainment purposes only. All right, entertainment purposes only, but just the word to the wise. Word to the wise as far as December goes. Anyway, Gita is next. What are Aries N's current feelings about me? Do they love me? Do they not love me? Where are we going? By the way, let's look at the queue. All of y'all love me so much. All these donations. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. We got Baha. Now we got Gita. Now we're hopping over to PayPal. After Gita, I said Baha, but I changed my mind. We got Happy Virgo, a couple of Samanthas. We got a big list tonight. That's what I'm talking about. So let's not let your fertility oil, keep it away. Keep it far, far away in a galaxy, far, far away. All right, but the money oil, I think I'm good. The healing oil, I probably could use some of the I probably could use some of the healing oil. So I do have a new scan on Monday. I have a pet scan on Monday. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we got some good news coming out of that. And I believe that is my final answer. That is my final answer. All right. What are the Aries' current feelings about me? Man, the Aries lost interest for a little bit. You know, okay, hashtag not all Aries. Hashtag not all Aries. Okay, not all Aries. We're going to go. What was the cat deck? The Blooming Cat Tarot was the cat deck a minute ago. You got to have one. This is a Kickstarter. All right. Hashtag not all Aries, but this particular Aries had like a level of excitement, a level of fantastic just feels that were going on, and they backed off a little too much. They backed off a little too much. You got that too. It's almost like they had decisions to make. They had a little bit of a change of mind where it is. They didn't follow up like they needed to. It happened. So the Knight just says they sort of got a little too comfortable about the situation, Gita, and they didn't do the necessary things you need to keep things going. A lot of times that happens. You don't do the things that need to keep things going, right? You got that little bit of the Queen too. The Queen, too. It's just a little bit of frustration that was expressed, a little bit of frustration that's sort of out there. And, you know, you're sort of in that mode where you don't really want to do a lot. You just don't want to do a lot in that thing. And the 8 as well just kind of says it's time to sort of step back and work at it. I think they're in that mode. I'm willing to work at it. I'm okay. I'm sort of proficient with what I want, where I'm going, what I'm doing. And that 8 says it's going to be all right at the end of the day. So the feelings were backed off a little bit. Now you're ready. Now you're ready, right? Now we're ready to see where things are going, to see what kind of possibilities we can get there. There we go. Hashtag not all Aries. You know, that happens. That happens. All right, back to PayPal. We got YLK over here. Now, YLK wants to know something. We got a little PayPal. I mean, the PayPal action is legitimate. The PayPal action is legitimate, right? We got Samson. All right. Now, we want to know, the correct question is, if I initiate a conversation with Samson, right? If I text them, if I initiate things, if I start the conversation, where's it going to go? How are things going to be? And I think that's a good question. I think that is going to be a very good question. All right, let's see. That is the worst shuffle ever, but you know, that's it. That's it. But yeah, a little bit of a text, making it happen over there. But yeah, if you initiate, will it go well? And I think that's good. I think that is good. You're almost out of bath salts. Well, you got about a mountain of those coming, teddy bear. So I think you're all right. You're all right. But yeah, we'll see where this goes here. You know, Samson is in this mode, right? Samson is in this mode to where they have a level of receptivity right now that they didn't have before. And I think that's something that you want to appreciate, something that you may want to embrace here, that 9 of Swords. I have a level of receptivity. Is this something I'm willing to do? Is something I'm willing to work on? It is something I'm willing to try out, right? The 6 of Pentacles, they're not in a given mode anymore. They really not in that mode. They want to see a level of interest. They want to see a level of kind of connection, communication, and I think they'll pick it up and they'll run with it. I think that's going to be good. That is going to be good. The Tower says it is going to be a rocky road. So no matter what you do, be prepared for a rocky road. Don't get upset when you encounter a rocky road. Don't get worked up. This is something you're going to have to sort of appreciate. You have to sort of go through and sort of make it happen. So, you know, bottom line is be prepared. A little bit of a rocky road, but it works out at the end. Overall, we're going to give you the love balloons because this does look decent. This does look decent indeed. We got Carine, the lovely, wonderful Carine, who is in the intro. All right, we got the new intro. If you haven't seen it, you need to go check it out. You need to go find what is going on with all of that because I worked hard on that today. I put a whole 2 hours into it. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let's get some Push Kitty out on the table. Push Kitty out on the table. All right. You have a take a shower. See, I'm a shower person too. I need my banana and I need my shower. Not necessarily in that order, not necessarily at the same time, but those two do occur sometime during the evening. All right. Let's see what's going on over here. We got Carine. What's a little bit of a general? Where are we going to take this? What kind of things are going to be out there? And what is happening here? All right, let's see. We got a little bit of a death. We got a magician. We're coming over here with that 4 and that Queen too. Oh man, loss of interest and passions. Here's what I think, Carine. I think you're sneaking up on this level of like 2, 9, 2, 10, the 9th, the 10th. All of a sudden, passion, excitement just goes out the window. And you're like, what happened? There's a lot of things I was excited, a lot of things I was interested, a lot of things I wanted to chase. It feels like that, I'm not really getting the things, not really getting the results that I needed. The death card says you got some changes coming in. You got some changes coming in. And you are going to have to accept some of that, because a lot of times we're a little bit hesitant about that. We're like, why do we need? You do need change. You do need change. I think it's something that needs to happen. Magician says you're prepared for it. So don't worry. You're able to get through it. You're able to get through it. You're able to make it happen. You're able to get the passion, the push that you need. And the Queen of Cups, so there's a lot of adventures, a lot of excitement that are going through that. So again, your excitement is going to die off about mid-February. And that is going to kind of concern you, but don't worry. It comes back. This is something that's exciting that you do want to do. But it's just this level, I'm not content, I'm not happy with anything. And that happened. That happened. A couple of weeks, maybe 3, maybe 4 at a stretch. And after that is done, I think the big changes, the big opportunities are out there for you to embrace, make it happen. LC, I did not forget about you. You are after Anne. Right now, let's go with not only the Virgo, but the happy Virgo. The happy Virgo. Because we are all happy over here at Virgos, right? I'm not saying hashtag not all Virgos, hashtag not all Virgos, but I am a happy and a content Virgo tonight. It is nice. It is nice, ready to go, ready for the excitement, ready for the adventure of life. And I embrace all of it. Embrace all of it. Anyway, the Taurus. Will we get into the love? Will we be able to embrace the heart of hearts that are out there? I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I think this is something we can do. We can make happen. Now, will B and I be in a relationship? This points to one massive yes. This points to one massive opportunity that you've been waiting for, that you do want to engage in. That Knight of Swords is going to come sooner than you think. A little bit of opportunity is going to be there. We're going to jump on and make it happen. 5 of Swords says it doesn't look good when it starts. It's like riding a bull. It's riding a bull. And then you hop on it, and it is a rough time. But then everything calms down. Everything settles down. It's going to be good at the end. The 5 of Swords says we're not defeated for long. This is going to be there. And the Wheel of Fortune says we have a steady, we have a productive relationship. The Empress is one that makes you happy, one that makes you sort of in that mode of this is something that I've wanted. This is something that really makes me happy. This is something that improves my life, and I think that is going to be a massive yes for you. So we'll get a little bit of a thumbs up mixed in with the Heart of Hearts, and it looks good. I think that you will be in a relationship indeed, and that is a push kitty deck that you need. We got another push kitty deck waiting to happen over here. We got Samantha with the triple shot over there. We got February, March, and Samantha wanted another one with this. All right. So let's do this. We got, let's combine them all. We got February, we got March, and then we'll see Contact Me this week. We're using the Wonder World Tarot for this major adventure over here. And then LC, again, you're after Anne. We can take a quick peek at the queue we do have over here. We got the Triple Samantha, Natural Yogi, Anne. We're pushing in LC in between that. Moonlight, Gita, and a Backbone tonight. Making it all happen. Man, it's a busy night. It is a busy night. A serious maximalist. I guess that's it, right? What's your favorite deck, Tarot Oracle? It is the Thoth. That's my absolute favorite deck of all time. And, I'm just saying that is the best deck that's ever been made. Of course, the Teddy Bear Tarot is a good second favorite. The Teddy Bear Tarot is a good second favorite for obvious reasons, but yeah. Anyway, all right, let's look at February first off. February looks like it's financially stable for you. This looks like the time to make money. This looks like the time to where you sort of act a lot of activity, a lot of movement, a lot of passion, a lot of push towards what you want to get done here. The 7 of Swords says, what can we do? What kind of career goals, what kind of aspirations can we do? What kind of things can we sort of chase and make happen? Because this is going to be an important thing in February. This is a time to get in the sun. This is a time to get the job. time to get the internship, time to get the certifications, time to get the education. It feels like a lot of push, a lot of things happening here, and you're ready to make it happen. You're ready to go, right? You're just ready to go. Sheba and Rebecca, welcome to the stream. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Welcome. It's a fine Sunday night. But yeah, the sun in the Page of Coins. Time to get out and look for gainful employment. This is the time where you are going to experience the best employment opportunities out there is in February. Bottom line. Let's look at March. Now that we have gainful employment, now that we have things happening, we're working towards, we're making it happen, where are we going to end up in March? In March, I think, is one of those loving months, right? Immediately, as far as the intuition comes through. Oh, yes, Ten of Coins, Death, and the Ace of Cups. This is a loving month. Now, I do think this is one of those where you have to make a decision in love, and I think it's going to be really difficult. Really difficult. It feels like this is a tougher decision than what you would have liked. It feels like there's not a lot of options out there, but we're still going forward. But it does feel like that there's a level of hope, a level of optimism within this level too. You have that Ten of Coins, right? Happy home, happy family. It feels like I have everything. I just need to get the relationship hammered down, no pun intended. I need to get some stuff moving, some stuff happening. Death said, this is something you're going to have to make room for a relationship. Now, gainful employment, we're busy. We're doing all the things over here. We're going to have to make room in our life for a healthy, beautiful, wonderful relationship. I think that's going to be what we're attracted to. The Ace of Cups is we're going to meet the people who are going to qualify for what we want, what we need. We're going to rope this in. We're going to make this happen. It's going to be a nice little love balloon moment for you, and we do have to sort of appreciate that too, right? We don't want to waste that opportunity with that Ace of Cups over there. So yeah, it is a love balloon moment. So again, looking at romance for March. All right, let's look at this. Will C contact me this week or next week? I think it's going to be the week after. Like immediately with my intuition, it feels like this is going to be a week after kind of thing. But yeah, you know, I just said it. The Star, Page of Cups, and the Four. Yeah, something they don't want to do this week. Something they don't want to do. Yeah, that Four of Cups. Maybe it's not something I want to participate in. Page of Cups. Maybe something I'm not emotionally ready for. Maybe something I don't have time for. You know, I think everybody has time to contact everybody else, the bottom line. But the Star just says I'm just not called to do it right now. Am I called to do it? Yes. Next week, I think it's going to be it, right? I think you're going to push it off one more week, and it is going to be the next week, at least, in my opinion. And a Natural Yogi, and we're going over here to LC on the PayPal side. It's going to be just a minute. Gonna have to be patient with me. Gonna have to be patient with me on this. A little bit of the PayPal reads over there. All right. Let's see, it's a freaky deck. We do need a little freaky. This is a freaky kind of thing, you know, that's the way it is. Natural Yogi, what I need to focus on this week. Ooh, let's look at that. By the way, the key tarot, because it has a key on it, the key tarot. I would break out the box and show you the box and be like, yo, this is the key tarot, but there's keys all over it. So that should be easy to identify. Should be easy to pick this out in a lineup of the usual suspects. But yeah, what I need to focus on this week, anything good. Two of Swords says don't make don't make enemies. I want to say that, but don't isolate anybody. Make sure everybody is included, because I think somebody's going to come up to you with maybe a really stupid idea, or somebody's going to come up to you with something you don't want to deal with and all that other stuff. And because you had sort of a poor reaction to it, you get involved, right? You get involved sort of in that mode of just pushing away a little bit. I don't think you want to engage in that at all. Not at all, right? Two of Swords. Don't get that separate emotion. Don't get that separate connection. You want to be inclusive, bring everybody in. I think that's important. Five of Wands as well. Pick your battles this week. Not everything needs a big battle, okay? Pick your battles this week. Sometimes it's like, well, it's not really worth the battle. Let me just sort of go with it. Let me roll with it. Let me make it happen with that, right? Because the Seven of Wands says a lot of times we pick our battles, or we don't pick our battles. We engage in everything. We make a mistake. All of a sudden, we're in this drama mess. We can't get out of it. It's like this big, nasty mess. Seven of Wands says you want to avoid that at all costs. So Natural Yogi Yogi. You got 3 big things. Pick your battle. Make an inclusive. Make sure everybody's included. Everybody feels appreciated, loved, what have you. And 7 of 1. Make sure that you push away anything that you don't want to deal with. If we can put it off a couple of weeks, it's going to be good. Never, ever do anything today that you can wait and push off until tomorrow. Anne is next. What kind of general do we got going on? We got an action. What kind of adventure do we got on the Anne side? Let's see. With a little bit of elemental wisdom and tarot. Yeah, elemental wisdom tarot. Where is this going to take us? Kind of adventures do we have going on with that? Johnny Depot is a creep. Maybe Johnny Depot is at the depot. I don't know. At the Home Depot. Johnny Home Depot. All right. General for Anne. Where are we going to take this? We use the Push Kitty deck. Another one on the next one, which is going to be LC. LC, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Get some J feelings in just uno momento over here. We need some water. All right, need a little water. Need a little agua over there. General, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Man, it feels like you're in that mode where everything is an uphill battle. You're in that mode where it seems like everything is an uphill battle. You're just sort of struggling to make the progress. You're struggling to get to the next thing. You're struggling to get to the kind of the next deal. And you kind of sort of got to go with what you know with this. By the way, we're ending soon. It looks like Backbone is the last reading of the night. But yeah, the Queen of, right? Feels like everything is on an uphill battle. And that's going to be okay because you're going to be able to conquer. You're going to be able to go through. You're going to be able to reach the next level of that. 4 of Cups says, what are the main things that you're sort of dealing with is a lot of the situations you're hitting, a lot of the situations you're encountering is just like a little bit too much, a little bit too emotional, a little bit too much, a little bit too frustration in there. And that's just the way it happened. The 3 says you really need to focus right now on the next objective, the next goal, and to see the next kind of thing that's going to be on the encounter. Because a lot of times you get that 9 of Cups to where you have good moments, bad moments, but it's kind of like, let's make more good moments at this time. What can we do planning-wise to get into that next good moment? What can we do planning-wise to make the bigger thing, the bigger adventure, the bigger kind of motivator, the thing that pulls me in? It gets me excited. I think that's where we're at, right? That's where we're at. Other than that, of course, focus on your happiness. Focus on your adventure. Don't focus on other people. Don't focus on sort of other people's reactions or anything like that. We want to hone things down, get grounded, and be content and happy with where we're at and what we're doing, right? What we're doing, because that 3 of Wands says looking to the future is now where you're at. Big plans, create big environments, create big opportunities, and that's where you want to be focused right now. So that is your general read. And now we promised LC a reading right now. Let's make it happen over there. Let's make it happen over there. All right. Got a little bit of an LC adventure here. We're going at J, getting some feels or no? Well, getting feels sounds a little bad, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? LC wants to know, is Jay getting some feelings? Are they getting a little bit of emotion? Are they getting a little bit of moon card for me? Maybe. We'll see where this goes. A 9 of Swords says, well, not necessarily at first, but they're growing warm on you pretty quickly. They're growing. That warmth is coming. No, well, that sounds bad. I'm just saying the feelings are coming a little bit in there, right? You have that 9 of Swords over here. It's like a little bit concerned. They don't really want to express a lot of this. They don't want to really be sort of engaged in that. They want you to figure it out. They want you to sort of wing it and whatnot. I think that's it, right? I think that's it. But that 9 of Swords just says, be careful here, because you do have the feelings growing. The feelings are going to get better. 9 of Coins, as well as sort of the environment is getting better. The environment is warming up to these things. And as it does, you have this 2 of Wands. Like I'm looking and I'm like, whoa, this person does have some great things that I've been waiting for, that I have have some things that I'm excited about, that I want to engage, that I want to talk to them about, what have you. And the Nine of Wands says I'm a wounded warrior from sort of these concerns, these sort of worries over here, but it's kind of like I want to sort of, you know, get things open. I want to get things available. I want to express my feelings. I do think they do have feelings. I don't think it was immediate, but it's something that's grown over time. And I do think that they will be expressing that to you, you know, soon, right? Soon you'll be expressing some of the good feelings out there. We got a little bit of a heaven and earth tarot. We got a lot of good tarots we haven't used tonight. This is going to be one that I like. Miss Moonlight Musing needs this in their life. Miss Moonlight Musing, I greatly appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Let's go ahead and get the Mons Tarot over here. All right. I must know, what are my amazing cats thinking? Oh, we need a cat deck for this then. We needed a cat deck. What are they thinking? Where are they going? What kind of adventures are they going to have? We'll use the Blooming Cat Tarot for this one, not the Mons Tarot. The Blooming, in case you didn't see it the last time, the Blooming Cat Tarot. All right. What are my amazing cats thinking? What kind of things are going through the feline brains out there? And what kind of things are they, well, this is upside down. There we go. What kind of things do we have in there? What kind of things do we have going in there? We got, speaking of battles, speaking of pick your battles in the chat over there, just saying. Speaking of picking your battles in the chat, all right, what are my amazing cats thinking with this? We got the Temperance card. Ooh, nice. Nine of Pentacles. You know what? You know what? I'm going out on a limb here. Move their water. They're thinking their water is not at a good spot. Ms. Moonlight Musing, way out on a limb here. We're taking all the risks tonight. Their water is not in a good spot. Their water is not in a good spot. That's the first thing they're thinking. I mean, going way out on a limb, but I got to go with what I know, right? The Temperance card, the flow, the water, right? We're moving water from one place to the next. It could be one of the situations where they would like it in a different place, or maybe a different type of water, maybe constantly running water, or it's like the water is not good enough, right? I mean, it's sufficient, obviously, but it's just like, you know, could it be improved kind of thing. Hierophant as well. It seems like that they do want a little bit of opportunity with height, you know, maybe a bed that's a little bit higher, maybe a little thing as far as height goes, maybe a little looking out the window vantage point or something like that. So I'm just saying, but you know, there you go. But yeah, the Hierophant, it just talks about sort of that pillar. You sort of have a height level of adjustment with something. Cats don't like water. They're going to die off if they don't have water. Rebecca, I'm just saying. Cats don't like diving into water. No, but cats do like drinking water. So this is it, right? This is it. Anyway, I already have these three spots. Make you move again. Well, you know, that's it. They're spoiled. Yeah, my cats have a fountain. Well, my cat has a fountain too. My cat is horrifically spoiled. Like if you visited my house, you'd be like, oh, how many cats do you have? And I'd be like, one. And the first thing you would say is, this looks like a cat theme park. How do you have one cat? And I'd be like, you know, it's Salem. It's Salem. What do you want me to do? It's Salem. You know, I'm going to spoil Salem. But anyway, yeah, Salem runs the house. You know, we're having an argument earlier about who's the boss. The reality is that Salem is the boss. Salem is the boss. So yeah, Salem is the boss. You're just going to have to appreciate that Salem's in charge. I mean, that's the thing, right? So yeah, definitely spoiled, definitely a spoiled cat. Anyway, the Nine of Pentacles is overall, they're very happy. They're very good. They're very content with everything. Nine of Pentacles is all about the level of happiness and enjoyment that we have. And the Knight of Cups is like, we really like to run around together. We like to be together and all this other stuff. So there we go. Crafty lady. My cat washes his toys in the fountain. My cat is literally enthralled with drains, stuffing stuff down drains, which by the way is costly, but you know, but I've had to adjust. Basically, I've had to make sure to watch her, right? I don't know why she gets everything and tries to jam it down a drain. I don't know why. But yeah, anyway, oh Jesus, we're still in this thing. Teddy bear, you gotta Teddy bear's on the rampage tonight. All right, we've hit a hot button with Teddy bear apparently. On the rampage tonight, you know. That's going to be an interesting encounter. counter when I get there. All right, let's see. All right, we got the super duper Linares. Super duper Linares. They do love drains. Mine wants to stuff everything down the drain. I don't know why. But yeah, I got to watch here because I've had to pull things out of drains that are going to cost me a lot of money. So that's not a good thing. So, you know, that's it. That is it. Anyway, we're going to the super duper Linux. We got Gita and that backbone, and we are out of here. We are out of here. You know, we are out of here. All right. Super career reading. Will I get success in my career? Queen of Pentacles, yes. Queen of Wands reversed, yes, but it's going to be dependent upon the company. Magician, yes, not a pit. Jesus Christ. Gita, there's no better reading than this reading. So, I mean, just saying, there's no better reading than this reading, right? You're looking for money, you're going to get money. You're looking for success, you're going to get success. I think you have a lot of good things. You have a lot of good things coming here. Let's look at why. Queen of Pentacles, I'm getting rewarded for what I do. I'm getting rewarded. I know what I'm doing. I put the effort, I put the work in that people are asking about, and I get rewarded what I do. Unfortunately, it feels like you do rely on other people sometimes, right? You do rely on other people sometimes, and that's the way it goes, right? That's the way you need to do sometimes. That entrepreneurial spirit, entrepreneurial opportunities may not be there right now for you, but you're going to see where it happened. Overall, your career's going in a fantastic direction. You do have a level of success, but you have to keep pushing. You have to keep working towards it. Knight of Pentacles is building the wheat fields, building the career, and pushing forward into the next opportunity. But the Magician, though, the Magician just says it's all about you. It's all about what you can do, what you can get into the next thing, right? I think that's it. I think that's where we're pushing forward. We're making it happen. So yeah, very cool indeed. And the last reading of the night is Backbone. What will the next relationship, what will the next romance be like? And then we're wrapping it up for the night. Thank you again so much for all of the good donations, for all of the excitement in here. All right, we're gonna see where this is at. All right, what will be my next romantic relationship? What will it look like? This is looking like opposites attract. Looking like opposites attract sometimes, right? I think that's it. Opposite attract. You do have a little bit of that 7 over here. You know what I'm saying? That 7. Like maybe I'm a little bit defensive. Maybe I'm not in that mode. Maybe I'm not sort of, you know, looking forward to a lot of stuff. But you do have a little bit of opposites, and you immediately see that, yeah, this is something interesting. I want to get involved in this. This is something that I wouldn't mind sort of seeing where it goes. There's not a lot of emotion here at first, but it grows. It grows over time. And I think that's something that's sort of important here. Let it grow. Let it expand. Let it move past and all this other stuff. But the Queen of Cups says this grows from maybe a level of non-emotion or something to something that is about the next one, right? That is about the next opportunity and the beautiful opportunity that you have with emotions. They're going to be developing, they're going to be coming forth, and that are going to be sort of exciting for everybody to embrace. That Queen of Cups is the water of water. We're excited about it. We want to see where we're going, and we want to see what is happening here. But that Knight of Cups reverse just says at first, not so much. Let it grow, let it breathe. And I think that is going to be where we're at. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. We will see you next time.